So the Xbox Games Showcase happened today, and it showed off some pretty promising games for the console. It's hard to necessarily say whether or not it was better than the PS4 show. I'm not really quite sure. I do think that the PlayStation 4 had more exciting exclusives to show off, but the Xbox One definitely showed some really promising games like Psychonauts 2, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, a new Outer Worlds DLC, a new game by Obsidian, which I'm really excited for because their games have always been, this is great, but imagine what it could have been if it had the budget and the time. So now that they've finally been acquired by Microsoft, here's hoping that they can finally get the time and the budget that they need to make their game. But one game that was shown that was really interesting and really piqued my interest was Halo Infinite. I've been kind of passively excited for this game. I haven't played a Halo game since Halo 4. I really kind of fell off the series after that, after the whole 343 Bungie thing got acquired. So I haven't really kept up with the series, and watching gameplay of this, I can say that the game looks fine. I do like how quick it is. It reminds me more of Doom more than Halo, if that makes sense, especially with the grapple hook. It really seems like they're trying to kind of bring over those mechanics from Doom to Halo, and graphically, I wouldn't say that it's the best looking game that they could have possibly made. A lot of the textures look really muddy, and some of the character models don't look really finished, but I understand that, you know, gameplay demos that we see aren't normally the final look of the game, so I'm not going to harp on it too much. The one thing, though, that did kind of bother me was the sound design, specifically the guns firing. Now, as weird as this sounds, the reason why I love Halo so much is the iconic sound effects of every gun that you shoot. Like the battle rifle, the assault rifle, the pistol, the sniper rifle, all the alien weapons, they all have a unique sound to them. You could hear like the crack of the sniper rifle, and like the precision burst fire of the battle rifle. And you can just instantly tell what it is if you've played enough Halo. Same thing with like the Warthog and the Banshees and all the vehicles in the game. With Halo Infinite, they've changed a lot of the sound effects in the game, and the human weapons sound pretty much all the same. In the demo, we saw the pistol, the assault rifle, and what looked like a battle rifle. And we also saw a couple alien weapons. The human weapons all kind of sounded like your generic modern like AR-15, for example. I don't know anything about guns, but just like a real life gun that you would see. And I found that to be a little bit disappointing because Halo has always excelled in giving you otherworldly sounds. Like guns that don't traditionally sound like normal guns. It makes you feel like you're in a sci-fi world because of how the guns sound and how they function. And with this demo, it was a little bit underwhelming, if I'm honest. Like the explosions and the guns didn't have that kick to them that I'm used to. Now, like I said, I haven't seriously played a Halo game since like Halo 4, and even then I barely played it compared to how much I played Halo Combat Evolved and Halo 2. So things might have changed from that point, but as someone who's coming in from that era, I found myself pretty underwhelmed. And when it comes to a shooter game, what you're doing 99% of the time is shooting, the feedback that I like getting from shooting my gun is nice sound effects. You know, that's why I enjoy playing a game like Destiny, for example. It has gorgeous sound effects, and same thing with like Doom or Gears of War even. they all have tremendous sound design behind their guns, and especially when it's meant to make it feel kind of heavy and gritty, you really get that feedback. Now, Halo Infinite looks to be like a pretty different Halo game than what we're used to. It looks kind of open world, I'm not really sure. They just kind of teased what the map would look like, but that's really the one thing I'm gonna miss. The sound effects all sound so muted and not really important anymore. Like even the health regenerating, it's very subtle now. It's not like this, it's not like how it used to be. And that's fine if they want to change things. I just can't help but feel slightly disappointed. And I know that it's a strange thing to complain about in a video for over 6 minutes now, but I really feel like sound design is very important when it comes to a game's design, because your brain learns to associate these things and it learns to be satisfied with these sort of things. And growing up as a kid, I always thought the sound effects behind Halo were so great. And obviously I can go back to just play Halo, whatever, and enjoy the sound effects all I want, but I just can't help but feel a little disappointed that the uniqueness of Halo sound effects is kind of gone in this game. Now, these might all be placeholders, they might be replaced, and I might look like an idiot when the game actually comes out. But for now, I'm just gonna say that I was kind of cautiously excited for Halo Infinite, and now that I've seen the gameplay and how kind of toned down it looks, I'm a little bit less excited, honestly. And 343 has never really been great with stories. You know, Halo 5 was kind of a disaster. Halo 4 wasn't really all that great narrative-wise, so if the gameplay isn't there for me, then I'm really nervous about Halo Infinite, because 343 has had a bad track record of storytelling, and now the gameplay doesn't really look like it's my kind of thing. So we'll see. The verdict is still out for Halo Infinite. Just to me right now, from what I saw, it doesn't really feel like a Halo game. It feels more like a generic military shooter with a Halo skin on it. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Halo Infinite. I thought the rest of the Xbox game showcase was pretty good. There's a couple of games I'm excited for, like Fable and Psychonauts 2. But yeah, other than that, the console wars seem to be kind of warming up. No prices were shown, I don't think, so we're just kind of waiting on to see how much these consoles are going to cost. But yeah, see you guys next time.